Good evening. Welcome to the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference boys basketball. And what a great matchup for our first conference game of the season here on Zaleski Sports. It's the defending conference champion Hudson Raiders, who come in with an overall record of 1-1 against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, last year's second place team in the BRC. The Abes this season are off to a 3-0 start. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here in the Eagles Nest by former Memorial head coach and former Wisconsin Badger Dave Sparger. And Spargs, last year Hudson was able to get Memorial twice, including here at the Eagles Nest. Despite that, Memorial got the 1 seed for the postseason. A lot of guys are back for each team. Let's start with the Old Abes. You just pointed out, their three captains are all juniors. Cooper Jesperson, Julius Clark, Wesley Mboga, and they're doing the majority of the scoring for this year's Abes club.
Yeah, they are the nucleus of this team. They got a lot of good minutes last year as sophomores, so this year as juniors, they've really stepped up into that scoring role, which is what obviously they needed to do. When you look at it, Julius Clark is averaging 14.7, Wesley Mboga 15.3, and of course Cooper Jesperson 26.7. Now, obviously Jesperson's one of the highest rated juniors in the state, and he has come out early this year and showed it.
He is connected on 13 of his 29 three-pointers. That's 44.8%. Clark is 7 of 13 for 53.8%. So this is an Abes team that can get hot from behind the perimeter. But when you talk to Coach Chad Brisky this week here at school, he had some other keys to this matchup tonight.
Yeah, he did. He talked about offensively how tough Hudson's going to come out and play that man-to-man. They're going to get right there in your grill. They're going to make it tough for you to move the ball. So we talked about them playing smart on the offensive end. They have to read the cuts. They have to read the screens. Is this a curl cut? Is this a flare cut? They just got to be smart on offense, know what cut to make, and make sure they make good passes, take care of the basketball. So that was the key to their offense. Defensively, he talked about how Hudson loves to play downhill. They're going to play fast and come at you down the paint. So the big thing there, seal the gap, prevent them from attacking the lane, make them shoot from the perimeter.
Hudson's got a real difference maker in Tyler Lassard, the 6'3 junior forward. He was a starter last year. He is such a good defender. A little undersized to play inside at 6'3", but he's a great leaper. He's got good position. He leads the Raiders in scoring with 14%. Sam Schwalbach, who is a senior, gives him 12 points from the backcourt. After that, it's pretty balanced for the Hudson Raiders, but then again, they make a living on defense.
They just do a great job of team offense. They share the ball. They're going to move the basketball. They're going to take turns attacking. They just, that's just one of the things about the Hudson Raiders program. It's really not built around one player. Tyler Lassard is their guy. He's obviously one of the best athletes we've seen in a long time. When you talk about on the football field or basketball court, just a tremendous athlete. But, they don't build it around him. They build it around just a good offense, each one of them filling their roles, and you'll see that again tonight.
Pace of play is going to be really important. You look at Memorial this season through 3 games, averaging 80.7 points per game. Hudson only averaging around 54 points a game. Their goal, though, is to keep that game in the 50s. So, again, Abes are going to want to get in transition. They're going to want to get a faster pace going. Hudson's going to want to make this a half-court game.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I got a feeling that Memorial's bench is just going to be a little deeper, and so they're going to want to get up and down. Not afraid to go to the bench, sub people in there, keep them fresh. Hudson, on the other hand, they're going to want to take their time, right? Run that offense, break down the defense, look to attack and get those short little lane jumpers or get it at the hole. So, again, a little contrast in style tonight. We'll have to see how that pans out.
Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit GoAsher.com. That is GoAsher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Spargs, in terms of keys to the game, what are you thinking is going to be important for the Abes tonight?
I just think they have to shoot well. That's kind of an obvious statement, right? Usually the team that shoots a little better is going to be a little better off. But I think, like you talked about, shooting from the arc, Cooper Jesperson and Julius Clark, if they can knock down those three and really stretch the court, that's going to help them at the offensive end, try to alleviate some of that real tough Hudson pressure.
Now is your chance to join the team at Blue Northern, hiring for drivers in Eau Claire and Sparta. Apply online today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com. One of a number of games tonight. The BRC will try to keep you posted. Rice Lake is at Chi High tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Memorial will be at Rice Lake on Friday. Meanwhile, Hudson Raiders will host River Falls, their local rival. River Falls coming off a real impressive non-conference win over La Crosse Central. That one kind of opened some eyes around the area as well as around the state. La Crosse Central, one of the perennial state powers in Division II. Seats are starting to fill up here at the Eagles Nest. If you're on your way down here, you might want to hurry.
Well,
Get yourself wedged in, or you just sit back and watch the game on Zaleski Sports. We're happy to have it for you. Abe's under head coach Chad Brisky. The Raiders under head coach Brent Larson. Again, these were the top two teams in the Big Rivers Conference last year. Hudson, the defending BRC champs. Eau Claire Memorial took second. So many key players back for each of these teams. Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best kept secret is Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Hudson Raiders were in the the blue row jerseys tonight. The white numerals and trim, the old Abes and the home whites, with the purple and black trim. All right, Eau Claire Memorial in the white. Hudson in the blue. The Memorial cheering section. They're jumping up and down. It's good to have the Memorial Band here with band director Eric Dasher providing some entertainment and some ambiance. Ball is tipped, and we are underway. Memorial with the basketball first. It's Cooper Jesperson over to Julius Clark. Clark to Wesley Mboga. Jesperson on the curl. Thought about the three. Elliott Height. Now it's Hetke. Clark on the drive. Layup, no good. Rebound in the bucket.
Good follow by Elliott Height right there. Kept movement, saw the ball was coming out on that side. Good rebound and putback.
Ames have a little bit of a height advantage.
I tell you what, how about that match with Mboga and Lazard? What a great matchup.
That'll be one to watch all night long. Two really good athletes.
Really good athletes.
Multi-sport athletes, too. Mboga was an outstanding soccer player for the Ames. Lazard, football for the Hudson Raiders. Mboga, no, rebound, bucket.
Elliott Height.
And it's Elliott Height again.
Elliott Height making his presence felt inside on the offensive board. Couple of putbacks.
Height goes 6'5", and he is a leaper. We saw him last year throw down some impressive dunks. Schwalbach, strong take to the hoop.
Very strong baseline drive, finishing well.
And that's that example, Sparks, of what Coach Brisky was talking to you about this week, about Hudson likes to get downhill. That was a good example of that right there. Clark, lob, Mboga for the finish.
Real good look right there from Julius Clark. Kind of faked that he was going to use that screen. Mboga slips the screen and gets in a nice look inside.
Schwalbach up top. Well, they swing it. Here's Yeager. Schwalbach on the drive again. LeBlanc. Jack LeBlanc for three. It's no good. Tracks down his long rebound. And they will reset. Jamison on the drive. Schwalbach. On the drive, LeBlanc gets it blocked from behind.
Elliott Height there again on the block.
Height has been a factor early on. Little give and go that time. Ames get it right back. And there's Elliott Height again.
Right place, right time, Elliott Height.
And with that, Brent Larson wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well. Back with more on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Lasting Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
6 points from Elliott Height, 2 more from Wesley Mboga. That's the Ames scoring. Sam Schwalbach has the only bucket for the Hudson Raiders, and Eau Claire Memorial off to a good start here at home in this Big Rivers Conference opener for both teams. Yeager on the wing. Up top, Lassard. Here's Jamison. And now LeBlanc. Lassard will swing it near side. Jamison on the travel.
Yeah, got both feet moving there before he took off. That's a good call. A little late on the call, but that was the right call.
Bryce Hetke to throw it in for the Old Ames. Hetke is a junior, averages 6 points per game. Gets it into Jesperson. Clark whips it inside, and Mboga. They rotate it. Backing it out is Hetke. Now Clark.
Thing about the Old Ames is they've got 4 guys in the perimeter that can really handle the basketball.
Julius Clark driving on Lassard. It's stripped. Battle for the loose ball. Ames get it. It rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Ames. Good hustle by both teams.
Just going to say that. You're right, Brad. A good hustle. Both teams get on the floor.
Hudson basketball down by 6. Ames in a man-to-man. Yeager trying to penetrate. A kick to Jamison. Here's a three. Jaeger, it rims out. Lassard had a hand on it. LeBlanc scrambles for the rebound. The kick out. That three is no good by Jamison, and it's Jesperson with the rebound, and they're going to get Hudson on the foul. That'll go on Ross Jaeger. You know, it's interesting. I reached out to both coaches, like I always do, you know, week of a game, and try to get some stats and some, you know, insight, starters, all that sort of thing. And the only thing that Brent Larson, the Hudson coach, said regarding his stats, he said we've had too many turnovers and we've had bad three-point shooting. And that's where he left it.
Yeah, short and sweet.
So
no
we're going to go. We're going to trust what the coach said. I mean, it's, you know, it's interesting. Brent Larson, boy, he was a three-point shooter playing for his dad way back in the day at Ladysmith High School. Here's a three on the way. It's no good by Hetke. Hudson tracks down the rebound. Here comes Jaeger. But when you look at the way, and there's an offensive foul.
Yeah, illegal screen there. Yep.
But when you look at the play, the way that the Raiders play, it's a little different than the style that Brent Larson's dad, Forrest, used. And, you know, that's understandable. Every coach is going to have to find his own kind of personality, his own way of doing things. But with this personnel group that he has, he's just decided, hey, the best way we can play is, you know, control the basketball and get good shots. Backdoor cut and the finish by Julius Clark, and a really nice feed from Cooper Jesperson.
Yeah, real good backdoor cut along that baseline. Cooper Jesperson finds him on a nice little bounce pass there.
10-2 Old Abe's.
Yeah, good start for the Old Abe's. They're doing exactly what they want.
Lassard double teamed.
They're trying to keep that ball to the paint, make the Raiders shoot from the perimeter.
This is Oscar Groothuis. He's into the game for the Raiders, trying the step-through move there. He'll clear it far side to Jack LeBlanc. Now back up top, Lassard. Backing his way in. It's Sam LeBlanc.
Yeah, Sam LeBlanc just used his size, or a little physical, created space, little baby hook for two.
Saw him in this game last year where same thing, he came in off the bench and just started knocking down shots. And speaking of knocking down shots, Cooper Jesperson, a rainbow three-pointer.
Just such a quick release. It's so hard to close out on him.
Yeah, and that was Lassard closing out at him, so he had to get that arc up in the air, and he did. Nine-point lead for the Abes. Raiders basketball. LeBlanc trying to back his way in. It was stripped.
Good help out of Hetke right there. Smart play, digging it.
Clark fires it cross court, but off the hands of Jesperson. Brennan Nelson, number 4, checking in for the Raiders. Abes have number 14, Ian Bauer, in the game. Here's Nelson in the backcourt for the Raiders. Guarded by his fellow number 4. Now they switch off. Sam LeBlanc swinging it far side. Brennan Nelson. Low post. Groothuis backing in. Groothuis. They'll rotate it up high. Pass on a couple threes. Floater in the lane. No. LeBlanc rebound. No. Mboga the rebound. Jesperson quickly ahead to Clark. Tried the step through. That didn't work. Jesperson on the drive. Back to Clark. Now Mboga. Jesperson driving on Lassard. Gets to the glass and scores.
Yeah, if he's going to get that hard closeout, he'll just blow right by like he did there. Good job of taking that to the rack.
And interesting with Lassard on Jesperson. Lassard's got some strength and some size on Jesperson, but that may open up. Aiden Jamison back in. He'll get Jack LeBlanc.
Gibson and Yates in for the Old Abes there, huh? couple of good subs
Yeah,
again. Willing to
Jesperson's
go to the
going to
bench.
get a little bit of a blow. I guess it's a short one. So you got 3 starters, Height, Clark, and Hetke, all on the bench. Abes do not have Shamar Simmons tonight. Shamar got some varsity playing time last year, was expected to be in the rotation, except he's got his foot in a boot tonight. Lassard now guarded by Mboga. Lassard stepped through, blocked by Mboga, but he got a little bit of the body. Boy, there's 2 athletic kids going at it right there.
Absolutely, yeah. It looked like a clean block, but Lazard was able to draw the contact. And you see them as they attack the hoop. They're trying to fly into the body to create that, to create the contact, see if they can get a bucket and 1 or at least get 2 free throws.
Elliott Height and Cooper Jesperson back in for Memorial.
Well, I was just about to say, I was wondering where this offense would go, and they come down the court, like, who's going to score, who's going to do what for you? Well, never mind. Jesperson's back in the lineup, so we know where that's going.
1 of 2 at the line for Lassard. So, took him a while to get into the scoring column. My guess is he's not done. He's just too good of a player. Jesperson, shake and bake, and splashes another 3.
Yeah, Owen Gibson, a nice high ball screen. And they didn't hedge it, they didn't switch it or nothing, so left him wide open.
Lassard, no. Big battle for the rebound. Everybody getting on it. They're going to get a held ball. And the possession arrow point in the way of the Raiders. Sam Schwalbach back in for Hudson. Oliver Huth also checking in. Lassard and Sam LeBlanc will get a rest. My guess is that's going to be a short rest. 18-5 lead for Memorial. Hudson trying to battle back. Jamison swings it to Schwalbach. Abe's doing a good job closing out on those 3-point shooters, but right there, Brennan Nelson nails a 3-pointer.
Yeah, good job by the Raiders making that extra pass. Nelson wide open there on the left wing there, so good job by the Raiders.
Sparks, before the game, we talked about pace of play, and I'd like to think that the Apes kind of like the pace right where it's at. They've been very efficient when they've had the basketball. I think that's the biggest factor tonight is that they've been able to run their offense and get decent looks.
Yeah, that's a good call right there. Like you said, it's just been a nice, even pace, a little quicker, maybe a little too much for Hudson's liking, as obviously the Old Apes have already put up 18 points here. We're not halfway through the first half, so a good pace for the Old Apes right now.
Hetke inside to Height. They loop it to Wesley Mboga for
Great
the finish.
Look.
It's a 12-point lead for Memorial. Just over 9 minutes to go in the first half. Schwalbach. We get a whistle and a foul down low. And they're going to get
Hetke on that
one.
Yeah. Hetke on the reach there with the little dribble drive.
Jack LeBlanc back in for Hudson. He will inbound the basketball. Get it into Jamison. Now back to LeBlanc. You could see that it definitely changes the Hudson offense when Tyler Lassard's not in there. You just don't have that same kind of post presence.
Yeah, they run a lot through him, getting him involved in the offensive end. So
getting loose is Aiden Jamison.
yeah,
Good job of keeping the dribble alive.
Yeah, able to turn the corner there and go down the paint. And that was one of the things that Coach Brisky talked about, how they had to prevent.
Jesperson backing in, puts the floater up. It's no good. Rebound Huth. Hudson trying to get it within single digits. Schwalbach. LeBlanc. Well defended that time by Hetke. Rolls out of bounds, last touch by the Abes.
Yeah, Coach Brisky's kind of looking for a little help with that because Hudson's able to kind of dip their shoulder and get into the defender to create space, so they're kind of moving guys out there, and Coach Brisky's looking for that offensive foul, not getting one yet.
Lassard and Yeager back in for the Raiders. Near turnover there, but it's scooped up by LeBlanc. Back up top, Schwalbach. Just over 8 minutes to go, first half. Sard backing down in Boga, goes last and scores.
Yeah, good solid post move inside.
It's good defense that time by Mboga, and just a good solid move by Lassard. Jesperson to Mboga, can't quite finish. Loose ball picked up, Jack LeBlanc. Schwalbach to Lassard, back out to Schwalbach. 7.5 to go, three-pointer on the way, missed to the left by LeBlanc.
Well, that Old Abe offense has had a lot of success with that high ball screen at the top of the key. Come up and show that ball screen, but the screener doesn't stay there. He slips and goes to the paint and looks for that pass, and he's been open several times. It's been a good look for the Old Abes.
Full court pressure for the Raiders. Jesperson needs some help, finds Mboga. Double team coming in the backcourt, and Mboga loses it out of bounds, so Hudson basketball. Old Abes have led from the beginning. Hudson trying to get closer heading into the halftime break. Kick out, three-pointer, rims out for Yeager, but Lassard comes up the basketball, finds Yeager, layup, no. Rebound, Julius Clark. Jesperson fires it way ahead. Nice catch that time by Bauer. Clark for three, that rims out. Rebound, Wesley Mboga going way up for that defensive rebound, and he'll draw the foul on the Raiders.
Yeah, great job by Mboga. They're being aggressive, going on attack on that rebound. Gets the board and the foul. That's something you're really going to have to do a lot tonight, and that's get those rebounds inside. He said not a real tall group out here tonight, really nobody over 6'4", so that's something where he could own up with a lot of boards with his leaping ability.
Abes basketball, 6:40 left, first half from the Eagles' nest. Mboga backing his way in. Little follow-away shot there. Won't drop, and Lassard grabs the rebound. Raiders have got it within single digits. And the nice bucket off a good feed for Ross Yeager. And it's like that, the Raiders are on an 8-2 run.
Yeah, great look there by Jack LeBlanc.
Three-pointer Jesperson, no good. Here comes Hudson on a 2-on-1. Yeager gets it blocked, but he's fouled by Hetke.
That'll be Hetke's second.
You know, we talked pace of Sparks, and just, I'd say in the last couple 3 minutes now, Hudson's kind of got it back to that half-court style game.
Yeah,
stepped up the defense just enough, and they've just maintained their patience on offense, and it's paid off for them.
I think the key is what you just said, their defense. You know, now they've really kind of slowed the Old Abes down. It was halfway through, and they were at 18 points. Now, basically, the Old Abes have only scored 2 points the last 4 minutes.
And it's a 5-point game after the free throw by Yeager. And Mboga. Nice pass, Julius Clark for the finish.
Pass.
Boy, if you can have one of your post guys as a facilitator like that, that's so much the better.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to call him a post player when he does so much like that. So we kind of call him like a small forward type.
Well, you know, they always say it's positionless basketball. They wave off the bucket.
They say foul on the catch there. So it'll be the Raiders underneath, out of bounds.
Wesley Mboga picks up his second foul, so he may be on the bench the rest of the first half.
Yeah, he's got 2 and Hetke's got 2 here in the first half.
Clark picks up Lassard. A couple of football guys going at it there. They've matched up before. Lassard is a receiver and a defensive back, and Clark playing those same 2 positions for the Old Abe's.
Yeah, they did match up during that football season. It was a great matchup to watch.
Here's a 3 from the outside. Jack LeBlanc. Julius Clark the rebound. And his pass a little too high for Cooper Jesperson.
Yeah, a couple of careless turnovers here the first half of the Old Abe's. Just trying to make that difficult pass rather than just taking a moment and slowing it down a little bit, make an easy pass.
Sam LeBlanc is back in. Ball knocked away. Here's an opportunity for the Old Abe's. Off the glass, no for Bauer. And then they're going to get the Raiders on the travel. Well, Lassard doing a good job of challenging Bauer, but off that scramble, the Raiders wind up with the foul.
Yeah, you're
goes
exactly right.
on Lassard. He's got 2 fouls, so we'll see if, at the moment, Brent Larson's going to leave Tyler Lassard in. Abe's with the ball, leading by 7. Jesperson finds Clark. Clark down the baseline for the bucket. I'm not sure how he got through there. Julius Clark now with 6 points. We got a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Abe's leading the Raiders. Back with more on Zaleski Sports.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
We are back at the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. The home team leading the Hudson Raiders 24-15, a matchup of the top 2 teams from last season in the Big Rivers Conference. Hudson won it. Old Abe's took second. These 2 teams expected to be contenders again this year.
Old Abe's coming out in a 1-2-2 after that timeout.
Yeah, remember, this is with Wesley Mboga on the bench with 2 fouls, so a good adjustment made by Chad Brisky. Tyler Lassard on the drive, a lot of contact.
Oh.
Lassard gets it back. Can't quite finish, but he will head to the line with 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah, he got in there for that rebound, and the coach's staff from Memorial really wanted that foul on Lassard on the rebound. That would have been his 3rd. That would have been a huge call, but not called. He got the ball back and was fouled as he got back up.
Tyler Lassard getting a lot of looks in football. Saw on social media that he had a visit to the University of Wisconsin a number of weeks ago.
Speaking of Wisconsin, how's that game against Michigan State going?
Well, since you asked, Sparks, it's a final. Badgers win 70-57, so that's a nice W for the Badgers.
Yeah, knock off number 3 Marquette on Saturday. Go to Michigan State, beat them. They're starting to play some good basketball.
Yeah, I had that win over Virginia not that long ago. Win over Marquette was good. Anytime you win at Michigan State, that's huge. Corner 3, Ian Bauer, no. Lassard the rebound. Quickly on the push. Can't quite finish. Offensive rebound. Raiders will reset. From distance is Brennan Nelson who knocks down the 3. Raiders have pulled within 4. Jesperson fouled on the drive.
Well, give Raiders credit. They're getting after that offensive rebounding tonight. That's probably their 5th or 6th offensive board here in the first half, and it's just created more opportunities, and they've made them pay for it.
Abe's led by as much as 13. It was 18-5, then 20-8. But since then, Hudson has made a nice rally, outscoring the Abes 12-6. So I think we're getting the game we expected more. We didn't expect either team to kind of run away and hide with it. Kind of figured this one would be close. Jesperson, floater. That's no good. Groothuis the rebound, and here's Lassard. LeBlanc. And he'll draw the foul on Elliott Height. Chad Brisky telling Height, you got to, at some point, plant your feet, keep the hands up.
Yeah, Sam LeBlanc, again, using his size. He's not tall, but he is physically strong, and he just takes it right at the body of the old Abes and draws the foul.
Sam LeBlanc is that guy who's going to dominate noon ball for about the next 20 years. He just has a good understanding of the game.
Yeah.
He uses his size to his advantage. He knows what he is. He knows what his strengths are, and he uses it. Just an effective player.
Yeah, they got him listed at 6'1", and he's already got about 3 or 4 offensive boards. And
knocked out of bounds. Who was it last touched by? It was last touched by Jesperson. Heck of a good play by Tyler Lassard.
Yeah, this full court pressure is starting to give the old Abes a little bit of trouble here.
And with that, Julius Clark will come in. Remember, Wesley Mboga on the bench for the A's with 2 fouls.
Yeah, the old Abes are going really small now.
Schwalbach on the drive. Good move, Groothuis. Schwalbach will kick it back out. Lassard, nice dump down to Groothuis. And then the layup by Schwalbach. You might have heard Memorial Bench asking for a 3-second call. That one out of bounds, last touched by the Raiders.
But again, you saw the Raiders attack the paint, right? You got the dribble drive to attack the paint. You've got the dump off, and you got 2 other guys flash into the paint looking for that pass. Just what Old A's wanted to prevent. The Raiders have been able to really attack that late here in the half.
Jesperson up top. Bauer. They'll swing it in the corner. Hetke for 3. It's no good. Jesperson tracks down the loose ball.
Yeah, the Old A's have just gone cold here in the offensive end.
Jesperson in the corner. Hetke three-pointer. It's no good. Bauer had a hand on it. Now the Raiders a chance to take the lead. They'll reset up top. Nelson to Lassard. Schwalbach probing. Try to kick it out to Groothuis. The pass a little away from him, and Groothuis couldn't crack it down. So on the turnover, Abes will get it back with 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining.
Owen Gibson checking back in. We'll sub in for Caleb Yates here.
They double team Jesperson. They get the steal. And Jesperson tracks down the miss. Waves dodged a bullet there. Whistle and a foul, and they're going to get Oscar Groothuis on that foul.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive on the closeout right there. That's only their 6th foul of the half, so Old Abes will inbounds it.
And you wonder if this matchup of Lassard on Jesperson is starting to pay more dividends for the Raiders. Jesperson started really hot and been kind of quiet of late. He's got 8 points. Tough shot.
Real tough
from
shot
Hetke.
there.
And the Raiders get it back. Lassard to Groothuis, now Schwalbach. Brennan Nelson taking his time. Schwalbach again. Game starting to take on a similar tone to the game between these two teams last year. Schwalbach may have shuffled that back foot. Lassard for three. It's no good. Rebound, Jesperson. Fires it down court. Layup, good. Owen Gibson.
Yeah, good look that time. Looking ahead. Found the cheapie there. Good look.
Schwalbach, no, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Abes. 33.2 remaining. The Abes will get Elliott Height back in. Tyler Lassard to throw it in for Hudson. Schwalbach, three-pointer for the tie. It's no good. Julius Clark, the rebound. Chad Brisky signaling for one shot.
Well, you'd certainly think if Cooper Jesperson's going to give this up, he'll look to get it back right away. But this might just be a little one-on-one here coming up. They'll run him through here.
You know, run him through some screens
Yeah.
and try to spring him
Oh,
free.
great. Miller, use the
Inside,
first
though,
screen.
they get the look to
Great
Elliott
set play.
Heights. And a good finish by the Old Abes.
Good job by Coach Brisky calling that one out there. A great set play to end the first half. For a good bucket right there.
Height has 8 points, as does Jesperson. Julius Clark with 6 for Eau Claire Memorial. Tyler Lassard, 5 for the Hudson Raiders. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school right here in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources needed to provide a strong academic foundation for each child with the flexibility to learn on their own schedule and at their own pace. Even host hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among the students. For more information, visit ruralvirtual.org. We're at the half. We'll have some halftime entertainment for you on Zaleski Sports when we return. Second half of action. Hudson Raiders, Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. At the break, it's the Abes leading the Raiders 28-23 on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Just when it seems life is smooth sailing, life happens. When it does, let Potter Agency help make all your insurance arrangements a breeze. Potter Agency is a local agency and will work to save you money. We have the best selection of insurance company products, and our dedicated agents will tailor your coverage to your needs. Give us a call or check out our website. When life is a little choppy, let Potter Agency help guide you to smoother waters.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Today's game is brought to you by, for any size and occasion, look your best and stop at Muldoon's Menswear in Eau Claire. Muldoon's Menswear on South Hastings Drive in Eau Claire. Castle Insurance of Eau Claire is your independent insurance agent, providing coverage catered to your needs. That's Castle Insurance in Eau Claire. Are you an athlete ready to have the competitive edge? Are you looking to be your best and have the competitive edge at your job? Contact Vince at Athletic Wellness today. For over 30 years, Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been the #1 home seller in northern Wisconsin. For realty in the Chippewa Valley, call Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors today. Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Today's game is brought to you by Apple Weight Loss Chiropractic Care is more than just making the pain disappear. It's about learning, understanding, and taking care of your body to improve your quality of life with Apple Weight Loss. Whether buying or selling, home, recreation, commercial, no matter your budget, find the listings at DonnellanOnline.com. Franson Bank and Trust has a team of experienced bankers that will provide a vast array of loan products tailored to your situation. Franson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Asher Lasting Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
We are back at the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. The home team, the Old Abe's, leading Hudson by a score of 28-23. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you. One of 3 games going on tonight in Big Rivers Conference basketball. We can't tell you that Eau Claire North has a 30-23 halftime lead at Menominee, working on getting you a Rice Lake Chippewa Falls score. Sparks here, it was the Abes getting out to a good lead. They led by as much as 18-5 and 20-8, and Hudson made a good run, and then a little push, couple baskets back-to-back by the Abes to get this out to a 5-point lead. We're setting up for a really good finish, and we'll go back to talking about some things that we touched on in the pregame show, and that being is pace of play, really important when these two teams meet.
Yeah, it sure was. You could see early on, and you mentioned it, on how it was kind of a quick pace, right? The Old A's were able to get up and down, attack off the dribble, and really finished well at the hole, especially with Elliott Height inside. And then all of a sudden when Hudson went to that full court press, got a couple of steals and turnovers, and they took their time offensively and played a lot better defensively, the game just kind of slowed down. It was kind of more at that Raiders pace. And so they kind of climbed back into this thing. So it'll be interesting in the second half. One, the Old A's have to take care of the basketball against that press. Can't be turning it over like they did the first half. And they've got to get that ball out of the paint. Raiders, again, showed how they love to attack the lane. Abes have to be able to sink and dig that and force those outside shots.
It'll be Memorial basketball to start the second half of action. Abes will be going left to right on this half. And we are underway. Wesley and Boga with the ball. And here's a three-pointer. Hetke, no, knocked around and grabbed by the Raiders. They'll move it into the front court. On the drive is Jamison. And we'll get an early foul on the Abes.
Yeah, Hetke's going to pick up that foul. Got his hands down on around the waist, and once you drop those hands and place them on him, they're going to get you with that.
Third foul on Hetke, and with that, one of the Abes reserves is up and at the scorer's table. Jesperson, good look from the corner. Hetke with the rebound. Was knocked out of bounds by the Raiders and Jack LeBlanc. Ian Bauer checks in for Memorial, and Hetke will check out.
Old A's need Jesperson to find that range again.
Jesperson, first half, did have 8. He and Height were the leaders. There's 2 more for Jesperson.
Yeah, good job, right? For that outside three's not falling, give a little shot fake, take it hard to the hole.
Schwalbach clears it. Raiders making some extra passes. Nice look there. And the finish for Yeager, but what a dish by Jack LeBlanc.
Yeah, great look inside, like you said. But again, there's that penetration, right? Dribble drive.
Mboga in traffic. No, but the rebound and the putback. Ian Bauer.
Bauer, great job following that shot up.
Abes get back to a 7-point lead. Tough drive on the baseline, Aiden Jamison. Abes would be content to trade baskets. Oh, what a block by
great
Schwalbach.
defense, yeah.
Knocked around and taken back by the Abes. Open look, Bauer for 3. No offensive rebound. Height Big battle for the loose ball, last touched by Julius Clark, but heck of a battle by both teams. And you know what amazes me when I watch these two teams play is that they can play really hard and real physical, but there's nothing chippy. It's just two teams that are just really get after you defensively.
Yeah, a lot of respect for both teams, no doubt about it. At this end, he's almost like the old Abs have to give up a step and not allow that drive. Force that perimeter shot. Don't close out so far. Give a step, make them put the ball on the floor, and then get the help you need.
Schwalbach, three-pointer. Got it.
And of course, as we say that, there's the three-pointer they finally drained. Make it a 2-point game.
And Boga picks up the dribble, clears to Clark. They find Bauer open underneath. He can't finish, but he gets it back.
And
could have turned
turnover.
and shot, but instead he tried to slip it to Mboga. Then Lassard, a cross-court bounce pass. Now Mboga is down.
He'll be all right. He's going to bounce
Hops
back up.
Yeah, I think he got
just a little bit of a collision
in the
there.
Head a little bit there. So we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here and tell you that Marquardt Motors, your local Buick and GMC dealer, has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly salaried sales consultant. Play It Again Sports in Eau Claire is your go-to for buying, selling, and trading your new and secondhand sports equipment and apparel. Sharing our love for sports and your bank account, that is Play It Again Sports, East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. And keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. 2-point game here at the Eagles' Nest.
Talked about that Hudson defense in pregame and how they make it so difficult. And tell you what, the old Abes just have too many turnovers tonight.
They find a cutting Ross Yeager, and he couldn't quite finish in traffic. Jesperson to Bauer. And Boga and Height. Elliott Height on the drive. Abes will reset. Now Lassard is guarding Mboga. We've got Jameson.
Another good look
guarding
off that
Jesperson.
flex cut there.
Yeah, they got a look, and they just couldn't get the finish. So now Hudson can take the lead with the 3. He can tie it with the 2. Good battle down low between Mboga and Lassard. Jameson on the drive in traffic, scores. This game is tied, 32 apiece. Down low, Bauer blocked from behind, but fouled by Lassard.
Yeah, Caleb Yates that time getting that pass. Hit him on top of the head as he went up.
So at the line will be the sophomore Ian Bauer.
I think that's 13. They got Caleb Yates. What do you got there? They switch numbers on us?
They may have. So let's check that. Brody Neff is who I have for number 13. That's my mistake.
Well, we'll have to check that. Yeah, we got numbers
okay,
different
here
than
we
what
go.
the score sheet says.
Yeah, so now 14 is in. In any case, the A's hit a pair of free throws and take a lead.
For 3.
Three-pointer, LeBlanc. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds, they say. Last touched by Ross Yeager and the Hudson Raiders. A's are going to bring in Owen Gibson, who is number 22. Clark will bring it across for Memorial. Wanted to get it to Mboga, but he was kicked. Here's a halftime score from Shy High. It's Rice Lake leading on the road at Chippewa 28-16. Yeah, conference play underway here in the Big Rivers Conference. Should be a really interesting BRC race. These two teams expected to be in it. River Falls has got some really good talent. Jesperson on the drive, fires it out, and Boga three, it's no good. Offensive rebound and put back, Owen Gibson. Abe's getting some production off their bench. North Huskies figure to be an improved team this year in the BRC. A lot of young guys who saw a ton of playing time. Schwalbach on the drive, there was some contact. They let him play, and Schwalbach able to finish. He's Hudson, up to 9 points.
Yeah, Hudson continues with that dribble penetration. Old Abe's unable to seal or help, and so they're getting to the hoop.
Clark thought about the three, and then Schwalbach came on the closeout. Jesperson, three-pointer, got it.
Look. Good look on that curl. It came out here on the weak side. Good ball reversal, found him.
The threes he's made tonight, Spargs, those barely ripple the net. Those are right, just right on line.
Yeah, that's a sign of a pure shooter, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's a guy that puts in a ton of time. Hudson with the ball, down by 5. It's been a good one here at the Eagles' Nest. Bonk picks up the dribble. Groothouse inside, and the finish, Sam LeBlanc. Sam LeBlanc doing what he does, just being in the right place at the right time. He's got 5 points.
We just look at how the Raiders are scoring tonight. It's 5 points, 5 points, 6 points. They're just spreading it between everybody.
Boga on the drive. Nicely done by Wesley Boga.
His 6th point of the night. Lazard just going to back him down and go over the top there. Oh, missed
Second
a couple
effort.
of
No,
guess who's inside?
LeBlanc.
Yep, Sam LeBlanc in there again on that offensive board.
Hey, he's just got a knack of just making plays.
He does.
Not flashy, but just he's always there.
He just positions well, and he anticipates that offensive board.
Elliott Height is back in for Memorial.
Lazard's taking a quick breather here for the Raiders.
I guess is maybe 2 minutes tops he's out, and he'll be back. Nice move right that time, Oscar Groothouse. Foul goes on the Raiders. Jack LeBlanc will check in. Foul was on Sam LeBlanc.
Only his first of the night.
On the switch, Jesperson crossover, layup, no. And Boga battling for the rebound. They're going to get the held ball. The possession arrow is pointing the way of the Raiders.
Real nice move that time by Jesperson, going baseline of the crossover. Beat him, just couldn't finish. And Boga in there ties it up for the jump ball at least.
Yeah, we've got some.
Oh, somebody on the Raiders bench knocked over a water bottle.
Well, you know, that's never good.
So, yeah, let's clean that up first here before we get started back.
HS Fence has served Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. You can get Culligan water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics in sports medicine. That's quite a spill down there. They're still working hard at it. They got the big size roll of paper towels, and Tyler Lassard is just taking charge down there.
Yeah, we got plenty of guys working on it. That's for sure.
He's got a big wad of paper towels now. You wonder whose water bottle it was. Now the Abe's, backcourt pressure by Memorial. (41-38). Hudson with the ball down 3. Off the glass, no for Yeager. Jesperson now for the Abe's. Leaves it for Clark. Mboga, he'll try another three-pointer. That was off. Wide left, yeah. He's capable of hitting that shot, but probably not option number one when it comes to shooting from the perimeter. Tough shot that time, Jack LeBlanc.
Old Abe's got numbers, or they did.
They will reset now. Height, dribble handoff. Clark, nice move to the
great
hoop.
Finish.
A little show and go that time for Julius Clark.
I think he needs to do a little bit more of that now this second half. He kind of needs to get more involved in that offense. And here go the Raiders just penetrating again.
LeBlanc, the kick out to Jack LeBlanc. Back to Sam. Operating on Height. They swing it far side. Groothuis. Contact as he drove through the lane. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Foul goes on Bryce Hetke, so he will sit with 4 fouls.
Yeah. A little nickel dimer, they call those, reaching in.
Lassard to throw it in for the Raiders, who trail by 5. They find Schwalbach. Back to Lassard and Boga on him. Groothuis gets himself open. But on that scramble for the rebound, they're going to get a foul on the Raiders. Yeah,
you got to take a pick here. So it's 15. Oscar Groothuis.
And Boga to throw it in, and you got 3 players guarding 2 guys for Memorial, but Abe's able to get it to Bauer.
Double teaming Jesperson so he doesn't get the ball out of bounds. Makes somebody else bring it up.
Clark up top and Boga. Bauer to Gibson. Jesperson will launch. That one was on line. No offensive rebound, Abe's. Clark trying to penetrate. And they're going to get a foul. Nope, they're going to get the timeout.
Just called the timeout,
Full timeout. So we'll step aside. Back in just a bit on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Just when it seems life is smooth sailing, life happens. When it does, let Potter Agency help make all your insurance arrangements a breeze. Potter Agency is a local agency and will work to save you money. We have the best selection of insurance company products, and our dedicated agents will tailor your coverage to your needs. Give us a call or check out our website. When life is a little choppy, let Potter Agency help guide.
We're back at the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. The home team, Old Abe's, leading the Hudson Raiders 43-38. Big Rivers Conference opener for both teams. A couple of clubs expecting to contend for the BRC title. Jesperson dribbles his way out of traffic, and the Abes will reset. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go, second half. It's been a good one. Abes led by as many as 13 in the first half. Jesperson from distance, no good. Rebound knocked around. Abes get it. They clear to Mboga. Back to Jesperson. Up top, three-pointer, Bryce Hetke.
The lefty coming through at top of the key. Big hoop right there. Stretches that lead out to 8.
Good set for the Abes. They managed to get a decent shot out of a initial set where it didn't look like they had anything going. And now a foul in the backcourt, and that'll go on Tyler Lassard.
Yeah, the key down here was just that offensive board, right? To get another opportunity. They kick it out and swing it, and there's Hetke wide open at the top of the key.
3 fouls on Lassard. He will stay in for now. Again, a lot of pressure in that backcourt. Abes get it to Mboga. Tried to dish it. Turned over. Here's Lassard. On the dribble handoff, they'll get it to Groothuis. Nelson with it. Groothuis looking inside. Lassard able to retrieve it after it was knocked away by Mboga. Open look, three-pointer, Nelson, no good. Lassard saves it, but into the hands of the Abes. Here comes Memorial. Clark, they go far corner to Bauer. They clear it out to Mboga. Abes will run some offense now. Under 8 minutes to go.
I like that. Like you said, just take the time, run some offense. Clark going hard. Oh, he wanted that foul right there.
Schwalbach gets it back and scores. Nicely done,
Yeah, good job staying with that one.
Yeah, it took some contact as Jesperson went for the steal. They let him play on and got back and got the basketball. Clark trying to loop it across to Gibson, but it hit the basket. That's the last turnover you want to commit right in front of your own bench. Inside, reverse layup up and good, Brennan Nelson.
Backdoor cut, defender turned their head, didn't see him.
4-0 run for the Raiders.
Another turnover. The old Abes 3 times down, 3 turnovers.
Lassard gets it back from Schwalbach. Lassard challenged. And they say it was a clean block, and with that, Chad Brisky wants a timeout. He's not real thrilled with the offense that the Abes have been running these last couple trips down court. Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. By being an independent insurance agency, they represent many of the finest companies in the industry to get you the coverage that is right for you. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. 6:57 remaining in this one. Old Abes and Hudson Raiders. Abes led by 5 at the half. They stretched it out to 12 early in the first. Then the Raiders have taken advantage of some Memorial turnovers, and they've closed the gap down to 4 points. And Sparks, once again, we're coming down the wire here at the Eagles Nest in a Hudson versus Eau Claire Memorial game.
Yeah, go figure, right? We knew that coming in. But we talked about in pregame was, where's the score going to land? If it lands in that 50s to 60 range, probably plays into Hudson's hands, right? If it ends up in that 70 to 80 range, you'd think the Memorial would gain the advantage. Well, we're sitting in that low 40s right now, and that's really playing into Hudson's hand.
Yeah, and they do it with their defense. They just get at you. They play that tough man-to-man. They contest everything.
Yeah, create those turnovers, and the Old Abes have had a ton tonight.
Kind of becomes that war of attrition. You know, who will be able to finish? Because that constant pressure does kind of wear on you, both mentally and physically. Abes will run some weave action up high here. Gibson gets it off to Bauer. Height. Jesperson. Knocked away by Lassard. Ames will keep it. And Boga in the lane. Got caught in traffic, was looking to dish it back to Height. They're going to get the foul on the Raiders. And
Yeah, they're going to say he was going up for the shot.
And it's on Tyler Lassard to make matters worse. He's got 4. He's looking at the bench right now. And
yeah, he may take a couple minutes on the bench here to try to save him for the stretch run.
And Boga knocks down the first free throw. Oscar Groothouse in for Hudson. So Lassard will have to sit. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 3 minutes he'll sit, and then they'll try to bring it back.
Yeah,
for the stretch.
probably
It kind of depends on the score, too.
Good point, but I think they'll probably get that 4-minute mark.
The Raiders can keep it close, and they can protect Lassard on the bench. They'd start opening up a lead, then I think Lassard will come back in.
Ian Bauer on the hold right there coming across the paint.
We'll get the foul away from the ball. Just the 4th team foul this half on the Abes. Groothouse, or check that Yeager to throw it in for the Raiders. And second effort, no that time for Oliver Huth. Had a couple good looks, but the Raiders scramble and get it back. Here's Groothouse.
Raiders did a nice job of winning that 50-50 ball tonight. Anytime it's on the floor, they've just gotten those extra chances.
6-point game, just under 6
Illegal
minutes to
screen
go.
against the Raiders.
Foul goes on the Raiders. Ames will get it back. Oliver Huth picks up the foul, and that's the 6th team foul on the Raiders. So next Hudson foul will put Memorial at the free throw line in the bonus. Good backcourt pressure by Aiden Jamison. Ames get it across. Ames back to running that weave action. Jesperson near side. Gets a lane and scores.
You're going to get that when you move the ball. Ball reversal. Couple of ball reversals, and all of a sudden that defense starts to break down. Jesperson takes it off the dribble right to the hole.
15 points for Jesperson. 8-point lead Memorial. Hudson's leading scorer, Tyler Lassard, on the bench with 4 fouls. Schwalbach. Left hand, no. And Boga tracks down the basketball.
Great
nice
look.
Pass and the finish to Elliott Height. And count the bucket.
How about
Elliott
that?
Height now with 10 points.
Wesley and Boga, a little no-look bounce pass to Elliott Height. Great look in the and one here.
And Sparks go back to that defensive rebound, and credit Julius Clark for just holding his ground. He took some contact, went to the ground. Abe scooped up the loose ball, and just when you think, okay, they're going to pull it out and run some more clock, Mboga finds a teammate in Height, and they get the finish. They don't get the three-point play, but the lead is 10. Groothouse up top. He'll drive. Lefty layup. No. LeBlanc. Yes.
Sam LeBlanc again there to clean it up.
As always, in the right place at the right time. The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance. Come for the rates. Stay for the service. And I see Tyler Lassard has checked himself back into the game, and that's coming with 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Remember, Lassard's got the 4 fouls. So in an 8-point game, head coach Brent Larson has decided, nope, I need him back in there. And, of course, you're going to tell him to do what you can not to pick up that 4th foul. It'll be interesting to see how they set up defensively here and who they stay in man-to-man, who Lassard will guard. My guess is he'll be off the ball. He'll be off both Mboga and Jesperson.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Because it's like you got to kind of protect him out there on defense. And
well, you talked about, how long can he sit? It was really dependent on the score. Obviously, the Old Abe's pushed this out to 10, and he was like, well, it's getting away from me. I can't let him, keep pushing this lead out. They come down, they get that quick 2 points there, and he's back in now with 4:42. So kind of one of those things where it's starting to be crunch time, and he's got to get him back on the floor for his offense.
Again, that backcourt pressure applied by the Raiders. They don't guard the inbounder. But the Abe's able to get it to Jesperson. Now they'll clear out and let him go one-on-one. Guarded by Yeager. Little run and jump action here as Lassard trying to go for the trap, but the Abe's get out of that. Under 4.5 to go, second half. And it's Lassard guarding Jesperson. So much for my defensive
well, he made a switch, so he wasn't
Yeah.
initially, but he made the switch on the ball screen. There's a
Julius
nice drive.
Clark
Julius
gets
Clark.
to the hoop.
Need to see more of that from him. He's so quick going to the hole.
Julius Clark with 10 points. So good balance from the Abe's returning players. Back to a 10-point lead now for Memorial. Ooh, the pass inside went to Yeager, and Jesperson was going to try to send that one flying, and he just got caught up in the air. They're going to say it's a non-shooting foul, which appeared to be the right call.
Yeah, good job, though, of being under control, though, as he lost up in the air like that, but he came down on top of him, but it was smooth, it was careful, nobody got hurt. Again, you talked about how earlier in the game, how they just respect each other. Right there could have been an incident where the guy got mad or something, but again, very calm and cool, and just a good hard play.
Lassard can't
missed a
finish.
cheapie.
Back tap winds it up in the hands of the Raiders, and then they're going to get Julius Clark on the foul, and Julius Clark is like, I got all ball there.
Yeah, he looked like he tied him up there as he brought the ball down, but that's going to go the Raiders' way. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Old Abe's now.
So going forward, both teams will be in the bonus. Schwalbach to throw it in, gets it to Lassard, operating on Mboga. 3.5 to go. Lassard blocked by Mboga. Lassard takes it right back. Schwalbach. Well, they swing it far side. Jack LeBlanc off the hands of Schwalbach. He keeps it in the front court. Long possession here for the Raiders. LeBlanc has it go in and out. Rebound Jesperson.
Coach Brisky running a set here now this time. Wants to run some clock and get a good look.
We're under 3 minutes to go.
Oh, he is just getting hammered on top there. Oh, we're going to get a timeout instead. Jesperson spun and had arms all over him.
Yeah, I thought we were really
foul,
close to a foul, and there are 2 Hudson players there. If that's on Lassard, that's not good for the Raiders. We got a timeout here. We'll take one as well. 2:48 to go. Keep it here for a great finish on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Eau Claire Memorial leading Hudson by a score of 54-44. We got 2:48 remaining in the second half. Memorial with the lead and the basketball coming out of that timeout. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you here from the Eagles Nest. This has been a good one, as we expected. Julius Clark will take it up and get it to Cooper Jesperson. Guarded by Tyler Lassard. Remember, Lassard's got 4 fouls. Sard now, again, pressuring Jesperson, who's able to take his time. Remember, no shot clock in Wisconsin high school basketball.
Yeah, the Old Abe's like this matchup, right? Use Jesperson's quickness, see if they can draw a 5th foul. And there's a good dribble drive.
Able to finish.
Old Abe's run that low 1-4 set. 4 guys on the baseline, let Jesperson have all that room.
17 points for Cooper Jesperson. It's a 12-point Memorial lead. Hudson needs points in a hurry. Here's a three-pointer. Schwalbach, no. Loose ball scooped up. Who's got it? Abe's have it. Did they get the timeout? No, they're going to say held ball. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Old Abe's.
That's a good play right there by Hedke, being aware of the fact that a jump ball stays with you. So you don't need to use a timeout there. You just simply cover it up, let them tie it up because you know you're going to maintain possession.
Now it's Jamison guarding Jesperson, who loops it down court to Clark, and Clark can't finish. Offensive rebound.
Great job, Ian
put
Bauer.
Back Ian Bauer.
Good job being there for that putback.
Bauer with 4 points. They've come at key times.
Tough shot, Lazard gets the board.
Rebounds his own miss. We get a whistle and a foul with 1:26 to go.
Boy, Lazard put that up 1 against 4. A real tough shot. Misses the shot, but he still gets to it before the other 4 Abes are standing around watching. So great effort out of Lazard right there.
The Sparks, he's what the coaches call a quick jumper.
Oh, yeah.
He can elevate so quickly. And he's got a real good knack of understanding the angles and which way the ball is headed. He's a fun player to watch, whether it's football or basketball. He'll have some decisions down the road. 1 or 2 that trip.
He's got his 6th point of the night right there.
Yeah, and I think that's a win for the Abes. You can hold
absolutely.
Lazard to 6.
Yeah. They got to call something here eventually, and they do. So Jesperson will be going
from
to the line.
Loose ball, and again, you can see the respect that these teams have for each other. Sometimes there would have been words, there would have been glares, there would have been lots of yakking going on. But yeah, these guys, it's just a good competitive basketball game.
Yeah,
with a lot of
they compete, they play hard, but they help each other up. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that time right there, Jesperson gets knocked down. You got the Raiders and the Old Abes all running, picking everybody up. Just enjoy watching a game played like this.
Jesperson gets the shooter's roll here. He's up to 18 points. Yeah, think about how long these guys have been playing against each other. From the youth leagues to the, coming up through the ranks.
Yeah, youth
sophomore
league and
team,
AAU,
and JV, AAU, and Well, there's an offensive rebound by Mboga.
Yeah, we're getting down to a minute to play and leads up to 14. Look for the Old Abes just to burn a lot of clock.
And again, Abes have the advantage that just about everybody who's on the court now can handle a basketball, and they get a foul here. 57.2 ticks left in this one. It's a 4th foul on Aiden Jamison of the Hudson Raiders. Cooper Jesperson still on
unusual.
18 points.
Yeah, he's missed his last 2 free throws.
Ball tipped away and stolen by the Apes. And a foul in the backcourt is going to go on Sam Schwalbach.
Hedke will get 2. Does that put the Raiders at the 10 foul mark?
Drew Benson will come in for the Hudson Raiders.
Coach Brisky finally get a chance to relax and get some smiles and laughs on the bench here. This foul called on the Old Abes. Wesley Mboga on the rebound. Sends the Raiders to the line.
We'll walk the other way to shoot some free throws. 3rd foul on Mboga. Brody Neff back in for the Abes. Yeah, we will have to.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, we'll have to. There's been an update from the. They offered me a program when I walked in. I said, no, I printed it off. I got it from the athletic department. So things change.
Trust in the
guys
old
change.
athletic department.
You know what? It could have been one of those things where, somebody wanted their quote-unquote lucky number. So be that as it may.
Looks like the Raiders will just step back now and let this play out.
So a nice win for the Abes to get their conference season started.
Yeah, Raiders fought themselves back to a tie game here in the second half, but just couldn't get out ahead of the old Abes.
Well, and I think a huge key for Memorial tonight, something they were not able to do in the 2 losses to Hudson last year, is play from ahead. Hudson gets a lead on you, boy, it's tough to come back on them. You see the teams exchanging handshakes and some hugs here, and this one is in the books. 59-47 is your score. Abes led by Cooper Jesperson with 18 points. Julius Clark chipping in with 10.
Boga with 8.
Yeah, Mosley and Boga with 8. So, good balanced scoring by the Abes. They got everything done that they needed to and held off a really quality opponent in the Hudson Raiders. These two teams will meet again in Hudson later in the season, and a lot of other big games to go. But like we talked about, Sparks, this is going to be a real interesting conference. You like what the Abes have, but at the same time, Rice Lake under Kevin Orr, you know how that team plays and how they get after you. You've got the North Huskies that are a year older and wiser and more mature. You've got River Falls. That's
the team they've talked about. Yeah. That's the team to watch out for. River Falls has got that size inside. They got a couple of 6'5", 6'7" guys, and that'll be a little tougher challenge for the Old Abes to match up against.
So the Old Abes win it by a score of 59-47. They are now 4-0 overall, 1-0 in the BRC. Hudson drops to 1-2 overall, 0-1 in Big Rivers Conference play. Next up for the Abes is a trip to Rice Lake on Friday. Hudson is home on Friday to host the River Falls Wildcats. Coming up next, the post-game show. Brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related issue or injury. You can count on proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and Western Wisconsin. That's coming up next, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in Western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at StaubCO.com.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Today's game is brought to you by, for any size and occasion, look your best and stop at Muldoon's Menswear in Eau Claire. Muldoon's Menswear on South Hastings Drive in Eau Claire. Castle Insurance of Eau Claire is your independent insurance agent, providing coverage catered to your needs. That's Castle Insurance in Eau Claire. Are you an athlete ready to have the competitive edge? Are you looking to be your best and have the competitive edge at your job? Contact Vince at Athletic Wellness today. For over 30 years, Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been the #1 home seller in northern Wisconsin. For realty in the Chippewa Valley, call Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors today. Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in Western.
When it seems life is smooth sailing, Life happens. When it does, let Potter Agency help make all your insurance arrangements a breeze. Potter Agency is a local agency and will work to save you money. We have the best selection of insurance company products, and our dedicated agents will tailor your coverage to your needs. Give us a call or check out our website. When life is a little choppy, let Potter Agency help guide you to smoother waters.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
All right, welcome back to the Eagles Nest Eau Claire Memorial, knocking off Hudson in Big Rivers Conference play. We'll start with Chad Brisky, Old Abe's head coach. Sparks and I were talking on the broadcast. Pace of play is always important when you play Hudson. Even though the pace was more to their liking, you guys played from ahead from the start. How important was that for you guys?
Yeah, I thought our first 5 minutes we were really dialed in and electric in what we did and how we executed both on the offensive and defensive end, and certainly that set a tone for us. This team, they weathered the storm because Hudson's such a good team. They were the top of the conference last year for a reason, and I thought we did a great job of weathering their storm and then finding a way to win a really tough game.
You know what you had coming back this year, but talk about the progression that all your returners have made, because it just seems like everybody's added a little something.
Well, you know, I think that's kind of part of the program. The idea is that we want to pass the torch. We don't want the torch to ever go out. So we've had great teams in the past, and that torch has been passed, and now that we want to continue to that, and not only do we want to take the torch, we want it to burn brighter. And this team's really accepted the challenge of trying to hold themselves to raise the bar as opposed to just meet the bar. And these guys are working really hard in practice, and it's great to see things go well for them on the floor.
You go up to Rice Lake on Friday, never an easy place to play. Kevin's teams always play you tough. But what are you guys going to try to focus on these next couple days?
Yeah, you know, I think you focus on yourselves. We got to take care of the ball a little bit better. We want to make sure that, well, we want to play fast. We don't want to hurry. And today I thought Hudson with their press, it wasn't that they turned us over, but they hurried us. And we didn't play with the discipline that we need. So understanding of how to play with that discipline and getting the shots that we want, not the shots that they give us, that will be a real focus over the next couple days.
All right, Chad, we appreciate it. We'll see you later this season.
Thank you.
Cooper Jesper, let's turn it over to you. You had 18 points tonight, but you had some help. Julius had 10, you had Elliott had 10, and then Wesley kicked an 8. Is that how your team's going to have to win games this year, with that kind of balance?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I trust these guys to put a lot of work in, so they're awesome. I'm not always going to play as good as I can, but those guys are always willing to help.
Hudson is a tough team to play just because of the way they defend, and you had to match up with Tyler Lassard. He's a really good athlete, but what was important for you when you had that matchup? What was important for you to kind of get things going, not just for yourself, but to get your teammates involved too?
Yeah, man, obviously communication, I think, is the main thing. I think communication brings energy, and you can't be a good defensive team without communication.
For you guys, what do you need to focus on as this Big Rivers Conference goes on? I mean, it's still early December. There's a lot of season left. and you guys just don't want to take it, just take it a little bit at a time. But what do you guys want to focus on as you go forward?
We just want to focus on getting better every single day in practice, building a bond. Our bond's pretty strong already, but just keep getting better and taking a step forward, not taking any steps backwards.
Cooper, congratulations to you and the Old Ames. We'll see Memorial later this season. Thursday, we will be at Hobbs Ice Arena for boys high school hockey. It'll be River Falls, it'll be a home game for Eau Claire North against the Menominee Mustangs. For my color commentator Dave Sparger and Bob Bradovich saying good night from the Eagles Nest here in Eau Claire Memorial.
My name's Cooper Jesperson, and I'm in the house.